Oh,
We are back.
We are back.
Okay, week 8. Wow, this season's going fast.
Flying by.
Let's get started.
Interestingly enough, there's no teams on bye this week.
And let's get started with last week, starting with the Patriots.
Benny's
won last week.
Yeah, the Patriots somehow beat the Buffalo Bills.
I don't know how it happened.
Just when everybody was about to fire Bill Belichick and crown Malik Cunningham to be the new quarterback, Mac Jones comes through, leads the Patriots to a last-minute win against the Buffalo Bills. Unbelievable. And interestingly enough, the Patriots are have the best head-to-head record in the AFC East.
I know.
2-1.
Impressive.
Very.
However, I don't know. I don't really believe that they're going to be able to keep doing it. So
I don't either, but maybe we'll get lucky. You never know.
Yeah, I think it was a fluke.
It might have been a fluke, but hey, if they can do it, I'm all for it. It would be wonderful. It really would be wonderful. Benny's predictions once again destroyed mine. I went 4-9. He went 6-7. He's got an 8-game lead. He's rocking 63-42 on the season. Not bad, my young friend. I'm at a paltry 55-50. So he's crushing me by 8 games.
All right. So let's get started. Thursday night.
Thursday night,
the
week 8.
Buffalo Bills coming out off a loss versus
a loss in New England,
taking on the Bucs, which also coming off a loss. However, I see this as an opportunity. It's a Thursday night game. This is an opportunity where the Bills can bounce back, and Mayfield versus Allen could be a good game, but
it could be.
What I believe, I don't think it's going to show up, and I think the Bills are going to win it. It will be close, but Bills, a better team, and I think the Bills are gonna pull it off. Bills 24 to the Buccaneers 12.
I messed it up already. We're being infested by ladybugs. Isn't that interesting? Is that good luck? I believe that's good luck. You're doing it?
Yeah, you're gonna sit back.
So yeah, the Bills. I don't think they're going to lose to the Bucs, and they're at home. Interestingly enough, the last couple Thursday night games have been offensive games, which is not the case. I don't get to watch them because I don't have Amazon. I thought it wasn't it?
The Blanca, the Chiefs.
The Jags, was it? No.
No, 2 weeks ago, was it? The Chiefs and the Chiefs.
Well, the Bears, when the Bears did it, they had a big offensive game, too.
Yeah, but that wasn't close. But, the Saints-Jaguars was good.
Yeah, I think the Bills are going to win this game. I don't know. I think it could be close. I think Josh Allen has a nice comeback game, and I think the Bucs give them a good game, but don't quite get it done. I'm going to go Bills 28, Bucs 21. And hopefully the Thursday night offensive streak continues.
And now, the Patriots and the Dolphins.
In Miami.
Okay, so this one, the Patriots win last week. That was impressive. Bill Belichick, 300 win, scoring 29 points. However, the Patriots are injured. I don't see how they're going to do that again. And
there's a ladybug. I just want to make sure you guys can hear us.
Yeah, I really don't know how they're going to do that again. But however, the last few years, the Patriots have been able to split the games with the Dolphins. But
yeah, I mean, we usually do all right. It's just somehow the Dolphins are pretty good against us, and then there's always that lovely Miami Miracle game from a couple years back.
However, also the last few years, the Bills, we have lost every time to the Bills, and that's switched this year. And fortunately for us, it's also going to switch for the Dolphins. Even though the Dolphins just lost ugly to the Eagles, there were many points in that game where they should have scored and the refs were involved. The Dolphins could have very well won this game. There were 2 touchdowns that got called back that they should have gotten. One turned into a field goal, one turned into nothing. And
the Eagles, yeah.
That's how the Eagles won, but I think the Dolphins are a real deal. People are thinking the Dolphins suck now, but Dolphins are going to remind everyone who they are.
Tyreek Hill is ridiculous. He's so good.
I think the Patriots are going to play them tough.
I do too.
And I think they're not going to score a ton of points for the Dolphins. So I think the Dolphins match what they got last week. The Dolphins scored 17 points.
Wow.
However, Patriots being able after a win last week to score 3 points.
Oh.
An ugly game.
Ugly indeed. Gosh, I hope that doesn't happen.
And I hope so too. And Jalen Ramsey's first game back, I believe.
Oh, really?
He will show up.
I don't have a lot of faith in the Patriots taking on a high-powered offense like the Dolphins, even with our supposed good defense that we have. Tyreek Hill is just crazy good. Tua is becoming an elite quarterback. I think we got lucky against the Bills. I don't think it's going to continue. I see the Dolphins beating us, and it's probably not going to be the prettiest of games. I say Dolphins 23, Pats 13.
Okay. 13 points. So next up we got Texans. The 3-3 Texans coming out of their bye week.
Mm-hmm.
This is one team I'm very excited
Facing
about.
the Panthers.
Taking on the 0-6 Panthers. And both teams have looked good this year. Just the Panthers have not been able to win yet. And I think this is going to be two great offenses. And I think Panthers are going to be able to compete in this one. And
Are they going to be able to win? That's the question.
you want to go first?
At home. Can they beat the Texans?
I will announce my pick after he goes.
Oh, I get to go first.
Yeah.
Texans coming off a bye against the Panthers. I see this as being a close game, and I am a CJ Stroud fan. I'm going to go Texans here, and it's going to be a close one. We're coming right down to the end. 17-14. Texans win.
Okay. So this one I could see being very close too. And Panthers last few weeks, they have been able to put up the points and compete, but they've just been very unlucky this year. And also believe in the Texans, and they have been lucky.
You are wearing a Panther shirt.
But
You can't go vote against the Panthers when you're wearing a Panthers shirt, right?
the Panthers only winless team, and I think they're hungry. They want this. And I think this game's going to overtime. But I don't think they get it.
You're a big overtime predictor.
You know what?
It's true.
Overtime. I think the Panthers drive down, and then I think the Texans drive down and get a field goal. Panthers drive down, and they get a field goal. And then
Adam
goes
Thielen has
deep
been
overtime.
cleaning
this is
up.
why I'm considering
Yeah.
the Panthers. But
Makes sense. He's always been money. The guy's always been money.
I'm going with the safe pick here. And I am
Isn't
a
that
fan
weird to
of
say that the Texans are the
the
safe pick?
Texans.
Well, since
and
how long has it
CJ
been since the
Stroud.
Texans have been the safe pick?
And I just think they're
Number of
better
years.
right now, a better coached team. The Panthers just have problems that they need to figure out. I would not be surprised if they win, but play the safe. I'm gonna say Texans win it 34
Ooh, offense.
to 28.
Ooh.
In our offensive game.
Wow,
And-
in OT.
In OT, yes.
In OT. This should be a good game. The Rams coming in at 3-4, visiting the Cowboys in Dallas.
The Lambs need this win. If they go 3-5, it does not look good for them. The Lambs take on the Cowboys. The Cowboys coming off a win against the Chargers. If either of these teams lose, it could affect their season a ton. Cowboys are playing the Eagles next week, I believe, which may be a loss. And the Lambs, if they go 3-5, it does not look good for them. So, who do you got?
Who do I got? I do think the Rams have a good shot at this game. I could see this being a little bit of a shootout, and I kind of hope it is. But I'm ultimately going to take the Cowboys here because they're at home. And I think they're going to light up the scoreboard. I'm going to go Cowboys 28, Rams 25 in a close game that comes right down to the end.
And I think this is the game where the Lambs D shows up. They just lost. And I know this is a risky pick to do, but
Mm.
I would really like to see the Lambs win. And they want. I think they're a team that wants to win. The Cowboys did just win, and it's a tough one. Cowboys could be good too.
Should be a good
These
game.
are two good defenses, however. And I think it's going to be a defensive one. And I think at the end of the day, it's going to be a tough one.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
Go either way here.
What's it gonna be, folks?
I got as much as I want to see the Lambs win. Just see, knowing how the NFL has happened, it's going to be the Cowboys, I think.
Cowboys.
But it won't be a pretty game. And I think
Not pretty.
the Cowboys are going to take this one. Cowboys 16,
Mm.
and the Lambs 10
Okay.
in regulation.
In regulation. All right. Two teams, although the Vikings just had a very surprising win over the 49ers on Monday night. How about those Vikings?
I know.
They're traveling to Green Bay to take on one of
And
their
now,
nemesis,
with another
the
win,
Packers.
They're going to be back in it. And
Yeah, totally.
I believe that
Totally.
the Packers just
Oh,
losing
it's
to
not
the
bad.
Broncos, which got 70 points scored on them a few weeks ago.
Yes, they did.
Packers are injured. They need to figure it out. I think the Vikings, Kirk Cousins, a more confident quarterback. They just beat the previously 5-0 49ers with McCaffrey, and I think the Vikings got this one. And I was thinking Vikings even before, like a few weeks ago in this one. But I think Vikings pull it off, and of course it's going to be a one-score game, but I think the Vikings pull it off. Not that exciting. 24 to the Packers 19.
Vikings did have an impressive win versus the 49ers. But you know what I love about the NFL is the amount of parity, the amount of teams that end up, surprising each other. And I'm going to go Pack at home. They're 2-4, and that's not, no one's going to like that. I think the Pack gets it done.
A lot of people think the Pack this week.
I'm going to go the Packers over the Vikings in victory in regulation, 23-17.
Packers?
Packers.
Alright, and next up, I don't know what to expect for this game. We got the Saints taking on the Colts.
Both teams,
are
3-4.
And
In Indy.
this is going to be Colts coming off a 38-point performance.
Yeah,
and a loss.
they lost.
Second
to-
most points all week.
That was the
and,
craziest game. They lost to the who?
Browns.
The Browns, who scored 39 points with the backup quarterback, right?
And the crazy
Or half
thing
the
is,
game,
he only had one passing touchdown. The Browns
Unbelievable.
quarterback. And
Unbelievable.
there were only like one rushing touchdown the whole game. So that's just defense, or I don't even know, special teams. I guess I don't even know what it was. But
The Browns are quite the surprising team this year.
the Saints, the Colts, and
Could go either way.
I think the one team is one of the teams I'm more built to win right now. And
What team is that?
I
The
feel
Colts
like
with Gardner Minshew.
and the Saints, remember, just barely lost the Jaguars, the Colts. The Colts have some stuff to figure out. I think this week, the Colts are missing. They have Jonathan Taylor, but the Saints have Kamara. I think just put together, the Saints are the better team, but this is not going to be any sort of a good game. And I think the Saints squeeze out a victory. Saints 13 to the Colts 12.
I like the Colts at home. They just lit up even though they lost the game, they lit up a really good D. And so I think they got some momentum in their favor. I think it's time for Jonathan Taylor to step up and be who he's supposed to be. And I see Minshew coming through here. I'm going to go Saints fall to the Colts. I'm going to go 27 for the Colts to the Saints 18.
18, okay.
18, yeah.
All right, and now the New York.
New York, New York.
New York who's the better New York team? The Giants coming off a win.
Who's the
against
home team?
The Commanders. The Jets coming off a win against the Eagles.
The Jets are 3-3. The Giants are 2-5. Who's the home team?
The Giants.
The
but
Giants are the home team.
I don't know. Giants have beaten two teams. Not so good. The Jets have beaten the Eagles.
The Giants.
The Bills.
Tyrod Taylor looked better than Daniel. What's his name?
Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones has looked. So
And I'll be
who
rooting for
knows?
the Jets in this one. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either. It'd
Something's
probably be good to see the
telling me-
Giants win.
Something's telling me Giants in this one just because. But the Jets have a better D.
Hmm.
Giants, I don't think didn't have a good D up till last
But
week.
Tyrod Taylor did look pretty damn good against the Commanders.
Yeah, they only scored 14 points.
But he looked good.
Jets offense is trash. I think the real matchup is how Tyrod Taylor does against
The Jets D.
Jets, and also there is a chance that Daniel Jones is coming back this week.
Is there? Yeah, small chance. I think you're right.
It's questionable, so that could change everything up.
But Tyrod Taylor, I think, might be better. I don't know.
I'm
It's hard to
not
say.
surprised, But
Hmm.
Tyrod Taylor, Daniel Jones. I think it depends on who they start, but Saquon's back. I think the Giants are going to give up a fight, and this is a tough one. Go first.
I like the Jets being the spoiler on the road, even though they're both at home technically. It's a Giants home game, and I think the Jets get it done against the Giants, 17-14.
All right. I actually got a little more scoring than that, and I'm going to pick the team that I'll be rooting for in this game, and I think is the better team overall. Giants did just win last week, but I do believe that is a fluke. Jets beating the Eagles, also a fluke, but that's tough to do, beat the Eagles. That's never been done before. Will Zach Wilson show up? He's been able to show up enough. Giants D, I don't know about.
He's been all right.
Putting it all together. I think it'll be more of a defensive game than last time these guys played, but I think the Jets are going to pull it off, and I see the Jets taking a 20-17 victory in regulation.
In regulation. All right. The Pittsburgh Steelers, 4-2, hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars, 5-2. Should be a pretty good game.
Alright, so I don't know if it's going to be a good game. Steelers coming off a win, so are the Jaguars, but I feel like whenever these two match up, Jaguars dominate, and I see the same thing happening here. Not because of that, but just because of how these teams look right now. Jaguars are a better team. I think the Jaguars are going to take this one 35-16.
I like the Jags here too. The Jags have been looking pretty good. I like their team. They seem like they're on a little bit of a run, and I think they're going to keep that rolling against the Steelers. I like the Jags here. I'll say 27 to the Steelers, 24. Close one.
Close one, okay.
Yeah.
And next up, this one could be good. Malik Willis.
Oh,
Will Levis is.
Will Levis.
First
Is he gonna
start
start? Yeah, he's starting, right? No.
taking on the Falcons. And let's keep this plain
The
and
Falcons
simple.
is surprisingly 4-3,
The Falcons just won.
and Jonnu Smith, who was on the Pats for a few years, is all of a sudden a good tight end again there.
Falcons
Which is
look
good to
great. Titans coming off a few losses. And both teams and the Falcons have the momentum. Titans won it. Will Levis's first game. I think this game has Titans all written all over it. And I see the Titans beating the Falcons 24. It'll be a close one. Titans 24, Falcons 16.
I'd like to send a hearty congratulations to Mike Vrabel, who is just inducted to the Patriots Hall of Fame. Very exciting for him. He's also obviously the head coach of the Titans. Lifelong Patriot, except for the last couple of years. But anyways, that's very exciting. Rookie quarterback. Is he rookie? He's a rookie, right? Second year or rookie? Rookie.
Who?
Will Levis.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I don't see it. I see the Falcons, they get their shit together this year. They're a much better team. I think the Falcons, with their two tight ends, get it done versus the Titans. But I think it'll be a good one. I see the Falcons on top. 24, Titans 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, this one a lot of people may say Commanders. But it's the Eagles and the Commanders.
In
And
DC.
Commanders coming off a loss against the bad,
The Giants.
not so good Giants, and
Mhm.
the Eagles getting a big win against the Dolphins.
Yes.
This one could go either way.
It could go either way.
Last time these guys played, it came down. It was in an overtime game, I believe, or like right down to the
Is it
end.
this season?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
year, and I don't know. I feel like how these teams have been playing. The Commanders, who did the Commanders beat? They did beat the Falcons. This could go either way, but I do feel like the Eagles are looking too good right now. Hard seeing them lose here, and I don't think it will be as close as last time these two played. And I think the Eagles take this one. I'll say Eagles 27 to the Commanders 20.
I would love to see the Commanders play the Eagles tough. It seems like one game they look good, the next game they don't. Sam Howell's good, the next game he isn't. So it's like really hard to say. And Eric Bieniemy, I want to root for the guy. He did so good in Kansas City.
But he did have Mahomes.
He did have Mahomes.
And he's doing good without him. So.
But the Eagles are good. The Eagles are damn good. They're high-powered and they're a damn good team. I'm gonna go Eagles here. And I think it's going to be not so pretty. 31-13, Eagles.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, on to the 4 o'clock games on Sunday.
we got-
The first one should be a good one.
We got the Browns.
The Browns traveling to Seattle.
Seahawks. And they've decided to start, PJ Walker over Deshaun Watson. I don't know what's going on there.
Really? They
All
are
this-
starting him
Yeah.
by choice, or is Watson hurt?
No, Watson's can come back in, but
You sure about this?
yeah, I'm sure. PJ Walker
Okay.
comes in. Every game PJ Walker has won, he's been the backup. But
And now he's going to be the
now
starter.
he's going to be
Over
a
Watson?
starter over Watson, yes.
All right.
And I think people start
Benny
to see...
Schefter with breaking news.
I think people will start to see who he really is. I feel like there's also other stuff going on. The Browns don't know if they'll be able to pull it off. The Seahawks have been a sneaky team with a good record.
I agree.
And I think Seahawks are more focused. I think more prepared. Browns also coming off a rough win going against an injured
Exciting
Colts
win.
team. And I just feel like the Seahawks are going to take this one. I'm going to say the Seahawks are going to win this one. It will be close. Seahawks 26. And I'll give the Browns 16.
I'm surprised to hear that they're starting PJ Walker over Deshaun Watson. Is that legit information?
It is.
Wow, that is surprising, I have to say. I do think the Seahawks are going to get it done at home versus the Browns, but I have some ground to catch up on these predictions, so I'm going to go Browns here. 21-18 on the road. They come up on top over the Seahawks.
Wow.
That's a shot in the dark, folks, especially if PJ Walker's playing, but hey, why not?
And now another game that could possibly be an upset. The Ravens, which dominate the
I
Lions,
don't think so.
taking on the Cardinals. And you know how the NFL works. This game, I could very well see they dominate the Lions.
Maybe
they
if
lose to the
Kyler Murray was
Cardinals.
back, but
But, I don't know. This is not going to happen. I think the Ravens take this one. And
I agree.
it's going to be close, though, I
You
think.
think?
Yeah. Ravens won't look as good as last week.
Cardinals are pretty beat up. They have a lot of injuries, but they are a young, exciting team.
I think the Ravens get a win, but they get it. They barely
They make it close?
escape with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
They get a nerve-wracking win right at the end.
Last minute
Kick to
field
win
goal by Justin Tucker.
I think they're gonna win it 19.
Certainly done that before.
Ravens
19.
win 19-16, but
Oh,
it's gonna the Cardinals winning most of this game, and
Huh.
the Ravens come back at the end, tie it up, and then the Ravens get the ball back, drive down, get a field goal to win it.
Lamar Jackson's having a good season. I think he comes out on top here. I do not think the Cardinals will really give them a good game. I think the Ravens win this without a lot of effort, but still come out on top. 24-14.
Okay. And now, Broncos just won, but of course,
Who did they beat?
the Packers.
That's
But,
right.
of
They've already got
course,
2 victories.
They are
Unreal.
playing the Chiefs
They're playing the Chiefs, but in Denver.
in Denver. The Chiefs,
They've
which
always-
have beaten them 16 times in a row, and it almost also happened in the last game when it was a point where the Chiefs were beating the Broncos 16-0. That would have been very funny, but didn't end up that way. But I think the Chiefs are going to extend that to 17-0. Broncos going to keep this close, though. I think this is going to be more offense in this one than the last time these two played. And I think the Chiefs are going to win it. I think the Chiefs are going to win it 35 Chiefs to the Broncos 30.
I think this could be an ugly, boring game. That's my prediction. I think that the Chiefs win this game, and it's not very exciting. I'm going to go Chiefs 24, Broncos 7, with a big, easy win for Patrick Mahomes and company.
I think there's going to be a big part of the game where the Broncos lead big and then the Chiefs come back.
I'd love to see
I
it.
think the Broncos make it exciting. And in this is the game of the week. The Bengals.
Yeah,
the
this should be the
49ers.
game of the week, right?
And I'm taking,
This should
The
be
upset in this
potential
one.
Super Bowl matchup.
it could be. And I think the Bengals, 2 wins.
Debo's still out.
Debo's still out.
McCaffrey obviously is back.
But I think this is a big win for the Bengals. Niners have lost 2 in a row. I still think both these
Right.
teams make it far, but I'm taking the Bengals here.
Ooh,
And
look at
I think
you.
they're going to win it by a little bit, actually.
All right,
And I think the Bengals are going to win this one 38
nice offense.
to 21.
Wow.
A shocker.
Joe Burrow's back. Jamar Chase, does he hit him a bunch?
Yeah,
T. Higgins back yet or not yet?
I think he is.
Is
but,
he?
Jamar Chase goes off. Joe Mixon gets a few rushing touchdowns. I also have Jamar Chase as Fantasy Player of the Week. And, yeah,
Against the stout 49ers D.
defense, which
Wow.
has a very disappointing game.
All right. Again, in an effort to catch up to you in the standings, I am going to take the gimme here and go with the 49ers win at home. Although I would love to see the Bengals win. They got CMC, they got Brock Purdy. They know how to get it done, and I think they're going to get it done. I don't think it's going to be easy, but I like the 49ers at home, 28-25.
Again, that's.
Yeah, you know me. I like certain scores.
And now,
Sunday night.
this is going to be.
This should be a pretty boring game.
They should
I
flex out this game. I don't know if they can, though.
Probably not at this point.
The Bears and the Chargers. This one actually could
In
be
LA,
good. Fields is out, so it's this. What's
this
his name?
Beignet guy, whatever his name
Taking
is.
on the Chargers, and
Chargers have been very unlucky, playing
Upset.
good ball, but unlucky, not winning. 2-4.
upset in this one. I think they keep it close. I think this game's gonna come down to the end, but I don't see how the Bears win again. However, it's a tough one. I think I could see the Bears somehow trying to pull it off. But I'm gonna go with a safe pick here. The Chargers winning it 30-27. A
Yeah.
good game though. And a
Yeah,
kick to win.
I would love to see a good game. I don't buy it. I do think the Chargers are going to win this game, and I think it's going to be by a handful. Finally, they get a chance to have a good, solid win under their belt. I'm going to go Chargers 24, Bears 10.
Okay. That would be good for the Chargers. And then our Monday night game, the Raiders.
This could be a good
Lions.
one in Detroit.
Both two teams coming off of ugly losses.
Yeah,
Well, which one will win again? Yeah, it's going to be the Lions, though. Raiders
Probably.
are a mess. Raiders are going to keep
I wouldn't
it
say
close.
the Raiders are a mess, but
They have
they're not so
Garoppolo
great.
back now.
Yeah.
And they just lost badly to a Bears team without Fields.
Yeah, fair.
I don't know. I think
I'm with
gonna
you.
say
The
the
Lions are
Lions.
looking good. They're looking
But I
like
don't
one of the
think-
top teams.
I don't think they win this that pretty. I think the Lions are gonna take this one, an ugly one, 17-9.
All right. I like the Lions here too. I think it's a give me game again, and I see the Lions light it up a little bit. And the Raiders don't really have an answer for them. I'm gonna go Lions 31, Raiders 17,
Okay.
and an easy win for the Lions.
And our last pick of the week, NASCAR.
NASCAR.
This is 2 races left this year. This one in Martinsville a year ago, and this race last year when this race happened. This was when
Are we down-
Chastain did the wall ride.
Are we done? Oh, that was That was one of the
And
most
now
exciting
they are
things.
back to that track.
Is Chastain still racing?
Yeah. he
Nice.
is.
And what
He's
about-
out of the playoffs?
Is it down to 4 now or still
It
8?
is down to 8, and
Down to
after
8.
this race, it will be down to 4.
Wow.
Larson and Bell have already advanced,
Okay.
and I think Byron likely will get in because of points, and I could see other guys doing it as well. But I'm going with a dark horse here in this one. I'm going to say Tyler Reddick gets it done
Tyler
to get
Reddick.
in, and Byron will also be the other guy that gets in.
I'm going with a dark horse as well. We all
Wow.
know who I'm going to pick, and he's not somebody who's in the playoffs. A.J. Allmendinger! Just because. He's the dinger.
All right,
All right.
there we have it.
There you
Jamar
have it.
Chase for Fantasy Player of the
Fantasy
Week.
Player of the Week. Let me see. I'm going to go with...
Also got Adam Thielen putting out some time.
Who am I gonna go with Fantasy Player of the Week here? It's a toughie. It's a toughie. I'm gonna go with. I didn't predict any huge scores. I'm gonna go with Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan
I think
Taylor.
he's ready.
Think so?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
All right, so there we have it.
All right.
Another week 8. Let's see what
Week 8.
happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see you next week for week 9. Subscribe and thumbs up
Oh.
us.
And
right?
who do you think is gonna win the World Series?
Oh, the
that-
World
yes.
Series. It's the Diamondbacks versus the Rangers.
Yeah,
Not a matchup that anybody
both
probably
teams
was planning on.
that both teams last year had 100 losses.
Yeah.
2 wild
How
card
about that?
teams, and who you got?
Oh, I don't even know much about the teams. I don't know. I'm not at liberty to say. I gotta maybe tune into a game and
So
see.
I think the Rangers, they just beat the Astros. They are on
Yeah.
one. They started off 9-0, I think, in the playoffs, and then they did lose the 3 games to the Astros. The Diamondbacks only 84 wins this year. It's a tough one.
I don't know. I don't know enough about the teams. You going Rangers?
I think the Rangers are the better team. It would make more sense, but you know what? I think, you know, I don't know.
This
think-
is. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think it's gonna be the Diamondbacks. Actually, something's telling me Diamondbacks in.
I
think
like
it's
the
gonna go to
Diamondbacks.
7.
This is this is like a very narrow window of time every year where all 4 major league sports are playing at the same time: baseball, football, hockey, and basketball. Obviously, baseball is in the World Series, and we also have basketball, which kicked off last night. We're very excited for the Celtics. They look like they're going to be top dogs this year. So it's a very exciting time for sports in general. So happy sports, everybody.
So, okay, so let's take a look at the NBA.
NBA, why not?
Who do you think first seed, number 1 seed?
Celtics. In-season tournament starts like November, early
Who do
November.
you think wins the in-season tournament?
Celtics.
You know what? I don't think the Celtics win the in-season tournament. Just save it for the championship.
I see them winning both.
I think it's going to be a team that does better usually earlier in the season, and that's the Warriors. But I think winning the championship. I think they're going to play, the Warriors are going to play give them the Hawks or something in the in-season tournament thing. Most teams focusing on the playoffs, though. And
It'll
I
be
think,
interesting to see how it goes down. First year, they're doing it.
and I think it's going to be the championship. Let's do Final 4. It's gonna be Celtics versus Bucks.
Yeah, I think that's a given.
I think, yeah.
In the West, I think you got to look at the Nuggets.
The Heat will
Heat's
do
always
good
in the conversation.
and get the 1 seed, but when they get higher seeds, they usually lose, and then when they get lower seeds, they usually win. They'll lose to the Bucks, and then
What about the Sixers?
And then the other Sixers, I don't think do that good this year. I think they get the 8th seed. They disappoint. And then the Western, I think Nuggets get the 1 seed, no surprise. I think the Suns also get the 2 seed, and then Clippers finally get it done. And the Grizzlies, I think, don't even make the playoffs because of all the stuff going on in Durant. But I think it's going to come down to, I think it's going to come down to the Nuggets and the Mavs going on.
Ooh, I would love to see the Mavs.
But I think the Nuggets advance to the finals to play none other than the Milwaukee Bucks, losing to the Boston Celtics. And I think the Celtics win it in 6.
Ooh, that would be great.
Celtics get it done.
That's a beginning of the season prediction. That's the long play right there.
Who do you got?
You know, I kind of forgot about the Mavericks. I'm going to go Mavericks somehow get past the Nuggets in the West, and the Celtics beat the Bucks for a Celtics-Mavericks final where the Celtics win it in 6, baby.
All right.
Return to glory.
All right. And
Return
then,
to glory.
also,
Yeah.
how many wins do the Celtics get this year?
72.
All right.
I'm aiming high.
I don't know.
I believe in this team.
I do think they go off and get 59.
Woo!
Which is impressive.
Way more.
However, I think the Bucks get the 1 seed, and the Heat get the 1 seed.
Ooh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I have
Over the
Heat.
Bucks and the Celtics. Hey.
So maybe, okay,
That's
maybe
a
I don't have the
bold
Heat.
prediction, folks.
All right, I have the Celtics at 59. I have the Bucks at 57. The Heat will get 53.
All right. Well, since we are covering all the sports, we might as well make a hockey prediction. Because why not, right?
So I don't know much about hockey, but
I
I'm
don't
going to
either.
predict my Bruins.
My Bruins, our Bruins.
Yeah.
We have no real affiliation to, besides the fact that they're Boston. They do have a cool logo. They do have black and yellow, which is cool. They're like the Steelers of the hockey of the NHL. We're going Bruins.
Okay.
All right, Bruins.
After the record last year. And now, since we're covering all sports, let's go back to NASCAR.
We already did NASCAR.
We did this week, but we're going to do...
Who's going to win it all?
Allmendinger! He's
Allmendinger!
already out. So I think Kyle Larson will pull it off. I think
I'm rooting for
William
Larson, too.
Byron will also be a threat, but I think Larson's been a guy that he's been up there in every race, and I think he really deserved it. Like, he could have easily have won 10 or 12 races this year.
Could have.
With not including the ones that he already won, because he found a way to crash, or Denny Hamlin knocked him out, or something happened, like the final laps. It's just been unlucky. But Kyle Larson, a guy that people haven't really noticed that has done a ton this year, but he's been up there, and I think he deserves it. Though knowing how NASCAR goes, I wouldn't be surprised if he did the same thing in the championship and then Byron might have won it, or maybe Truex. So that gets me to the next question. Who do you think makes the NASCAR Final Four?
Allmendinger!
So I got Kyle Larson and Bell already in.
Yeah.
I think Byron will easily join, and you know my prediction, Tyler Reddick. Now, in that order, I got Larson. It's going to be coming down to Larson and Reddick, I think, battling it out. I think Byron will be sitting there in third, and Bell will just not have a good day. But something could happen at the end where Reddick gets into Larson, and then Byron goes and takes it. That could, I feel like, could happen as well. Who do you have?
I agree.
Exactly the same? Exactly what I said?
Exactly the same.
Alright, so now we're going to do
Water polo!
Fantasy Player of the Week.
What's that?
No, fantasy. What team do you think scores the most points in the BTBFL?
I'm going to go with you.
I'll repeat that.
Alright.
Go with me as well. And then, because I am 6-1 right now, who do you think wins the championship in the BTBFL?
I'm rooting for you.
You know what? I think
Even though I'd like to win, I'd root for you.
I'm going for a dark horse, a team that's been up there.
Yeah?
I'm going to go with the All-Stars.
Ooh, all right, all right.
They did lose last week. But
Another
they're a good
bold prediction here,
team. The
folks.
All-Stars, surprising everyone.
Yeah,
And I also think the pros are going to make it far. So,
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
So there we have it.
There you have it, an
Our-
extra long, expanded edition
Yeah,
of our show this week.
Oh, one more thing.
Yeah,
IndyCar 2024.
IndyCar
Who do you
2024.
got?
Allmendinger?
I think below.
Below?
Allmendinger is not an IndyCar.
It's Ferrucci, I guess I'll go with,
Ferrucci
right?
for the championship.
Yeah, I guess.
What about the Indy 500?
I don't know.
Kyle Larson's racing in the Indy 500.
Really?
He
Oh,
is.
shit.
First
But he doesn't
IndyCar.
race Indy much.
What place do you think he comes in?
I don't know. First?
That's not gonna happen. I think he does good. I think he comes in 33rd, which is good.
So this is
for
like
Red
next
Sox.
year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And do you think Larson will be a pull off?
Really?
I think
Really?
11,
Really? IndyCar in 2024?
100,
Really?
11.
We're gonna have a
100
lot of angry
miles.
viewers with the long video. I bet you no one's watching by this point.
Alright, so I want to thank you guys all
Thank
for
you very much.
watching.
We appreciate the love and the
Join
support.
the Pick'em League if you haven't already. And vote in the poll for who you think is going to win the World Series. I got the Diamondbacks. He has the
I'll go Diamondbacks.
Rangers. And
No,
then
I'll go Diamondbacks.
I went the Rangers. And that will count for a prediction.
No, it
game.
won't. No, no.
So I hope you enjoyed this video.
Me
And
too.
Please like and subscribe.
We
I'll
love
see
ya.
you guys.
It's not.
Next
We'd
time.
be nothing without you. Later.
Bye.
Bye.